Hello, folks, and welcome back to Rugby Ascent. It's Chris live in central Pennsylvania for this match. Well, let's go ahead and get you the lineup for the Sharks coming out of the Shark Tank here in the starting lineup. At fullback, it's Affilié Fassi. Werder Koch on the right wing, Lucan Yuam is the captain, and Francois Fenter in the middle. Makazole Mapimpi on the left wing. Sia Masuku is having a brilliant season at fly half. Grant Williams is the starting scrum half. That's the right choice. Vincent Chichuku, Gebrand Grubla, James Fenta, Corne Raal, and Eben Etzebeth are your locks. In the front row, Vincent Koch, Bongiam Benabi, and Oxenche, an entire all Springbok front row. Off the bench for the Sharks, we have the following. Off the bench, it's Fez Mbata, Ntuku Chunu, Hadro Jacobs, Lapis Labaskakna, Tino Mavasere, Cameron Wright, Bota Chamberlain, and Diego Apollos. Bota Chamberlain, having been the player, seems to have been lost in the mix here as things go forward. For the Benetton side, I don't have any images, so we're going to go with myself on the camera live now because they didn't provide any images online that were suitable for the broadcast. So here is the Benetton lineup. South African Reno Smith, Ignacio Mendy, Tommaso Menoncello, as I like to say, Lemoncello, Ignacio Brex, Onisi Ratava, Leonardo Marin is the fly half, Andy Urin is the scrum half, Lorenzo Canone, Sebastian Negri, Alessandro Izakor, Eli Sneyman is the captain, Nicolo Canone, the other Canone out there, Simone Ferrari, Gianmarco Lucchesi, Federico Zani. Off the bench, it's Bautista Bernasconi, Destiny Aminu. Destiny, isn't that a lady's name? Giosu Zilochi. Eduardo Ikichisi. Wow, they're just making these things hard, aren't they? Ricardo Favretto. Devalt Devonaga. Where have I heard that name before? Wow. Boy, the ageless wonder at scrum half. Off the bench, Jacob Umaga, Marco Zanon. And the referee is Mike Adamson from Scotland. Assistant referees are Morning Ferrer from South Africa and Hanro van Rooyen from South Africa. The TMO is Holly Davidson from Scotland. Holly Davidson from Scotland, one of my favorite officials. So let's see what happens here. We are waiting for folks to come out, and it looks like a rather small crowd here. The television is just, I don't know what's going on here. They keep cycling through things, giving me vertigo here. So as a consequence of that last game where the Bulls choked away a brilliant victory, they've allowed Glasgow to extend their lead at the top of the pool. They're now at 60 points. The Bulls at 56. Munster still to play. Stormers in fifth place at 50 points on the log. Stormers can't be moved from the log, and Glasgow cannot be moved from the log. However, Leinster and Munster can shift the positions around, so the 2, 3, and 4 positions can change based on the Munster and Leinster games. Stormers locked in at 5th place regardless of what happens the rest of the day. Glasgow locked in at number 1 regardless of what happens, extending their lead. Thanks for tuning in for this Sharks match, folks. A relatively sparse crowd at the Shark Tank. Looks much more like a little tiny fishbowl. Yeah, sorry to see that. Disappointing. Yep. All right. So there's a good shot from the neighboring soccer stadium. Let me get a picture of that. So we're waiting for the teams to come out here. I am actually pulling for Benetton in this game, folks. A rare time that I don't root for a South African side. You'll have to excuse me for that. I'm much more excited to see Benetton have a chance to make the playoffs as the Sharks are done for the season in this competition. I am rooting for the Sharks in the Challenge Cup to win that final. Hopefully they can pull that off. But I'm not rooting for them here in round 16 at home against Benetton. I am rooting for Benetton. So if that throws you off, sorry about that. But yes, I am wearing Sharks kit. But I'm rooting for the other side, Benetton. Rather small, sparse crowd in the East Coast today for this contest. Who we got here in the chat? We got Myra Page, Hendo's here. We've got Jillian Holm is back, and Neil Ackers is back. We just had Neil at the last game. After this, it's the final game of our triple header today, folks. That will be the Lions hosting Cardiff. Lions desperate for a victory here. They really need a victory in this game today. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. We'll see how this one goes. But, yeah, Benetton really, really, really needs something here. Yeah, as I said, Devalt Devonaga. Wow, let's take a look at his career stats here. Let's see what we got there on him. 35 years of age now. Yep. He's from Belleville in the Western Cape there. So, yeah, he started with Boland, and then I started watching him when he played for Western Province, 51 games from 2008 to 2013, and the Stormers 29 to 2013. Had 67 appearances for the Stormers. Then he went to Perpignan in France, 2013, 2016, back to Western Province in the Stormers, 2016, 2017, 2018. And then he's been with Benetton since 2018, 95 appearances. The team he's made, well, let's see, the Stormers 26. That's 86, 90. Oh, so, wait a second. 26, let's see, it's 67 for the Stormers, and then another 26. That's 86, 93. So he's got, Benetton, 2 more appearances than he ever had. So he's never made it with the Springboks, but he played on the under-20 in the South Africa A side twice. Yep. All right. And he's an assistant coach for Benetton, but he is on the pitch today, Deval Devanaga. Wow. That is pretty cool stuff. Good to see there. So, all righty, where are we at here? Oh, my goodness. So we'll see them coming out here on the pitch here shortly, but right now, still waiting for the teams to come out of the locker room. After this, the Lions, once again, folks, the final game in a triple header. Joel Stransky in the booth. Here comes Benetton on the pitch right now. So listen in on Joel Stransky for a moment.
The self-belief earlier in the season, if you think back, there were games which went down to the wire and they lost. They lost about 5 or 6 games in a row by between 1 and 3 points. That little bit of...
So, a friend of mine, Joel Stransky there. Here come the Sharks out on the pitch, being led by Lucan Yuam, their captain. A disastrous season for the Sharks in this competition. They find themselves in 13th position, 4 wins, 11 losses, just 23 points on the log. However, they are in the final of the Challenge Cup. And this poor performance, despite having so many Springboks in their lineup, very disappointing for fans. So, my Super Brew wound up being perfectly correct. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, the Bulls by 5 and the Bulls won by 6. I got both points there. Both points there. So one other game underway right now. That's the Scarlets and Ulster. So Mike Adamson on the pitch, and Masuku will get us started here in just a moment. Supposed to start at 10:05. It's now 10:08. A bit of a late start here. Benetton must win today. And at what point do we see Deval Devanaga come onto the game? I would look forward to that. No wind. And we're underway. Whistle blows. Masuku kicks it down on the near side to about the 22. Oh my goodness, Werner Kalk just jumps up in the air on top of someone's back. So Benetton has the ball in a ruck. Call to use it. Andy Uren will kick it out. Etzebeth chases it down, but nothing there. Ball goes over midfield. Taken back there by Fossey. He goes over. Oh, he found a little space. Fossey picks up about 10 meters. Vincent Cook off his feet, and Benetton steals the ball. Just like that. We're going to be careful here. I found myself rooting for the Sharks to do well there, but I need to see Benetton win this game. 50-22 if it can get out. That's a 50-22. Brilliant stuff by Benetton to start the game. Absolutely brilliant by Leonardo Marin. Leonardo Marin gets a 50-22, and the Benetton side finds themselves in business just a minute into this game. Wow, that 50-22 rule is probably one of the best rules ever introduced to rugby union. Absolutely. I remember when it happened a few years ago. USA was playing Canada qualifying for the World Cup, and I'm like, what? What the heck is this? Lucchese gets it in, and Benetton comes away with the ball. Charging up the middle is Ignacio Brex. Brex is tackled, and they have the ball. Uren gets it over. Sharks defense rises to the occasion, but Benetton about 10 meters away. Oh, that was left up for Uren. He goes wide. Oh, got something on the outside here, but the Sharks defense adjusts as Ignacio Mendy is tackled. Uren Still phase after phase here for Benetton, but they're not getting any space. Now they're back to the 22 after being down to about 7 meters away. Yep, so ball's placed. Uren. Oh, they're dumping the ball. Werner Cook there trying to strip it. Nearly gets it. And they drag the Benetton player inside the 22. Mike Adamson keeping an eye on things there as the official. They go wide. Oh, that was a high pass, but somehow reeled in by a Benetton player. Hands of Alessandro Issacour. That isn't Issacour, is it? I think someone else started Issacour's position. Penalty on the Sharks. Easy 3 points on offer for Benetton right here. Well, there you go. So the Sharks, dumb mistake, not moving away, not rolling away. That one comes on Cornet Raw. I'm pretty sure that the Benetton will take the 3 points on offer here. That was a bit premature, I think, calling him for that penalty, Cornet Raw. That's pretty chintzy penalty there. So Benetton will go for the post just 3 minutes into the contest here to try to take an early lead. Thank you to the 41 people currently here. Appreciate your support for the channel. Marin is born in Venice. Wow, I didn't know that. Pretty interesting stuff there. Three seconds. Benetton taking their time. Just got it off. Woo. And he nearly jacked it away. Man, oh man. He nearly ran out of time there. 1 second, he got it, but Benetton goes up 3-0. That was not a wise decision by Marin. He's got to be quicker than that. Got to be quicker than that. 3-0, Benetton out in front. Early stages at the Shark Tank in Durban. Down on the east coast of South Africa in KwaZulu-Natal, Masuku with a restart. Going to come to the near side, outside the 22, right at the 22. Werner Cook is there once again, causing chaos, but the Benetton side comes away with the ball as it bounces backwards. Werner Cook did not have a good game the last time out. Very disappointing performance. Ball's carried forward. So Uren will kick this box kick. Didn't go very far. And Werner Cook keeps it in play. Then he's tackled. And he knocks it on. Oof. That was an ugly knock on by Werner Cook as he went to the ground. Shame. Shame for Werner Cook. So Benetton will get a scrum here. The first scrum of the game, less than 5 minutes into the contest. Right. 5 minutes into it. Here we go. Finally, it's taking a long time to get this scrum rolling here. Let's go, Mike Adamson. Crouch. Bind. Set. Well, altitude shouldn't be a problem. We are at sea level. That collapsed. Who's the penalty on? Reset. We're at sea level, so that shouldn't be a problem for Benetton, but the travel could be an issue. Always interesting that Benetton, which is from Treviso, is named after a clothing company rather than the town they're at or an actual name. Yeah. I believe they are the Benetton Dragons or something like that. Right. So, 6 minutes now as the clock ticks away while the scrum reset happens here. Don't forget, folks, Game 3 of our triple header is the Lions in Cardiff. The Lions desperate for points, bonus points, to get back in playoff contention. This game has an impact on that as well. If Benetton doesn't win, that helps the Lions. Sharks get nothing from this other than some playing time and maybe a little respect. Set, and maybe a couple ran through the tills. Early engagement by the Sharks, and it's a penalty win for Benetton. .636. Ball's kicked down, and Fossey fields it and sends it back the other direction, taken at the 22 by Benetton. Reno Smith kicks that forward. Fossey runs into Reno Smith, and he's tackled there. Oof, big hit there. Gerbla with the carry, and Benetton there on defense. Ruck is formed. Grant Williams will kick it. Williams launches the ball into the air. That's going to go past midfield and knocked backwards by Mapimpi. And then, gee, many crickets, Cornet Raw. And suddenly we're back inside the 10-meter line as Fossey kicks it forward. That's a nice kick there. And it's going to be fielded by Benetton inside the 22. And we'll slow things down by putting it into touch as Werner Kolk rushed down there on defense. So Sharks will get a line out here. 7:39, trailing 3-0. Affile Fossey, his 42nd appearance at fullback for the Sharks. Be sure to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate that. And we have Bongyam Banambi coming over. Possession been 77% in favor of Benetton and territory. 76% thus far. Got a gap here that's not being minded. Mind the gap. 8:15 as Bongyam Banambi throws it in. And missed what happened, but they're into a maul. Call to use it once. Grant Williams is there. Grant Williams is going to pull it away. Use it is the call. And finally, Grant Williams digs it out. He's on the loose. Werner Kolk throws it wide to Fossey. Fossey down the sideline inside the 22. Back to Mapimpi. He's driven into touch. Oh, tough catch from Mapimpi. That was some dynamic Stormers-like offense there. Just out of nowhere. 9 minutes now in the contest. Masuku to Kolk to Fossey. Fossey to Mapimpi, but not a very good pass. So it'll be a knock-on, so it should be a scrum to Benetton. So, in the log, Benetton has 44 points, and they're in 9th place. 9 wins, a draw, and 5 losses. They desperately need this victory here. So we now have 4 teams in the league who've got 11 wins out of 16. It's Glasgow with 12, Vodacom Bulls with 11, Leinster with 11, and Edinburgh with 11. And we got 6 teams in double digits. So, in victories, including the Stormers. All right, taking a long time to get this scrum rolling, Mike Adamson. This is why they're changing the laws. People taking so long. Here we go, finally, after all of that. By the way, this shirt is so soft. I think this one's one Erica's daughter got for me. Thank you for that. All right. Fine. Set. Oh, that scrum is going to blow up. Better get it out of there. And Benetton does get it away. They try to drive forward here. Grant Williams with a big tackle for the Sharks. Benetton into a ruck. Oren trying to work it out of the back of that ruck. He's told to use it once already. Etzebeth came rushing over. But he can't challenge it because he was offside. Oh, Mapimpi is buried on the high ball. Successful catch and then just dropped to the ground. Cornet Raw with a carry. Fenta, actually. Chuku. On the outside here, Fenter carrying it down. And the Sharks with some dynamic play here. Suddenly down the sideline comes Lucano on, but he loses the ball. It's picked up by Rhino Smith, and he's tackled, but he got it in play. And wow, over the shoulder, Fossey catches the other end of the pitch. Here comes Fossey and Mapimpi. Mapimpi on the outside. He's got Fossey. He dumps it off to Fossey. Fossey still going. Fossey kicks it forward. And Benetton's in trouble here as Fossey nearly gets it, but I think he knocked it on. It's a knock on. Wow. Fossey knocked it on. Ugh. Wow. Benetton better toughen up their defense. That's 3 times now the Sharks have nearly broken through and have only not achieved a try because of their own mistakes. A bad pass, a knock on, and throwing it away. Oh my goodness. Fossey with a great kick over the top. Tough one to field. Oh my goodness. It's not really Fossey's fault. The ball just didn't quite go where he wanted to. But it is a knock-on. So it'll be a scrum to Benetton here with 12 minutes in the contest. Fossey with a heck of a run there. He's having a good game. Clock stopped at 12:17. 12:17. Makazole Mapimpi. Lions are up next, ladies and gentlemen. Taking on Cardiff. Another triple header Saturday. Finally, the clock has started again. We're at 12:34 now. Crouch. Bide. Set. Oren to put it in for Benetton, but they're getting pushed back hard. They come away with it, but barely, and they're tackled inside the 5-meter line by the Sharks. Sharks are looking hungry there. James Fenter with a big tackle. Ruck is formed, but they're at the goal line. Better not let this one be charged down by Etzebeth. And Oren kicks that ball out. What's he going to find? Finds touch, but where's the mark? 21 meters. A lot of pressure there against Benetton. Benetton put themselves under the pump here. They need to be careful. Sharks looking hungry. Just not pulling it off, but they are looking hungry. Oops, somebody's bum is being exposed out there. I think it's Chuchuku's bum. Vincent Chuchuku's bum as somebody pulls his shorts down. Line out was successful, but it's not really going anywhere at the moment. Now they're driving forward. And Benetton puts some pressure back on. Grant Williams digs it out of there. Oh, that ball hangs up there, but Fossey catches it. He's going to get in all by himself. Affiliate Fossey with a try. And the Sharks get on the board. Wow. Fossey. Wow, that was brilliant. And the Shark Tank erupts in applause for Affiliate Fossey and a brilliant try. You could see this one coming. Oh, big Masuku got hit hard. Fossey had caulk on the outside, but he was able to do it all on his own. It's his third of the season. Should be an easy conversion here for Masuku. It's his first kick. Nearly 15 minutes into the contest. Sia Masuku. Boy, he is really dripping sweat everywhere. He was ice last week. Just knocked them all over. And that looks good. 7-3. "15 minutes in. I hope we can get 4 out of 4 for the South African teams. What do you mean 4 out of 4? 4 wins? Yeah, but I need Benetton to win this one. Benetton led the log for a fair portion of the season, just kind of like I led my Super Brew log for the first 8 weeks, and then it all fell apart when I started campaigning for office. Chuchuku gets the restart. Out over the 22, still driving, taken down there finally. Rolling away from the tackle is Nicolo Canone. Grant Williams, box kick over the top. That's going to get out to midfield. Rhino Smith goes up. He comes down with it, and he's hit immediately. Taken down by Corne Rawl. Ball's loose. Masuku with it for the Sharks. He fights through. Got a Benetton player down. Benetton with the ball now, trying to work the way back up to midfield. Telling the Sharks Chichuka to get onside. So Benetton decides to go through some phases here. Scrum half trying to dig it out for Benetton. Uren over the top. It's going to go. It's going to get inside the 10-meter line. Werner Koch goes up, but he drops it. So knock-on advantage. That's twice Werner Koch has dropped the ball. 2 knock-ons. Not another good game for Werner Koch. That's 2 bad games in a row for him. Not sure what's going on with Werner Koch. He's having a hard time. Fossey talking to him about it. Well, it was an awkward gather. He really was in a bad position to get that. So, I think there was a dispute between who was supposed to get it. Clock stopped at 17 minutes, 17 seconds. Not sure why we stopped. Benetton right now would get a bonus point for finishing within 7 points, which would put him in playoff position if it ended this very moment. Shark Tank playing Journey here as one of the Benetton players gets taped up out on the pitch. Break in the action, folks. Let's take a look in on the other game here, since this one is not exactly floating our boat. Scarlets and Ulster. All things being equal, I would expect that Ulster would run away with this. But the Scarlets are leading 3-0. Wow. Billy Burns out there. So that game is 3-0 Scarlet, 19 minutes, 13 seconds into the contest so far. Excuse me. Crouch. Bind. Set. So Benetton retains it. They come over towards the near side. Tackle high by Eben Etzebeth. Not a big deal there. Benetton trying to go through, work the ball. We got Oxenche causing some chaos there. Chobla comes up, grabs. They're always tackling these guys by the neck. There's a lot of that not being called. Chobla's pants are being pulled down. I can't get out of there. Vincent Koch is limping. Vincent Koch is limping on the outside here. I don't know what happened to him. Sharks have the ball. Chichuku dumps it off to Fenta. Fenta's tackle there. And come back the other way. Lucanio Am with the ball to Werner Koch on the outside. Koch very close to that touch line, but apparently he didn't go into touch. Chichuku is met, and the ball's thrown backwards all the way back inside the 22. It's being chased down. Is that a knock-on? Something's going on. Francois Fenta. Yep. So, like I said, Vincent Koch was limping back. I don't know if he just pulled something, stretched, or what's going on, but that could be concerning for the Sharks. Grimes Williams. Clock keeps stopping. We're at 19:15 now. So let's see what comes up here next. Eben Etzebeth getting some treatment now on the pitch. Yep, Vincent Koch is out. Hanro Jacobs comes in. Yep, I told you. It said blood replacement, but he is limping. I saw that some time ago. He is limping badly, that right leg. And Eben Etzebeth getting some treatment now. Clock still stopped here. So let me go over and take a look at the other game. That ball's just going through the back of the try zone in Scarlet's game versus Ulster. Eben Etzebeth is going off for an HIA. Wow. It's all going sideways for the Sharks suddenly. So Etzebeth is out. Lapis Labaskakni will come in there. Wow. Some substitutions. 2 Springboks injured here. It could be a big boost for Benetton losing those 2 players, Vincent Kalk and Eben Etzebeth, early in the contest. Behind. It's a Sharks scrum set. Grant Williams puts it in. Scrum holds up. Still holding up. And now a penalty going to be called against Benetton. Yep. Yep. So, wow, standing up in the scrum. So Hanru Jack Jacobs comes on and they win a scrum just like that. Wow. Yep. 20 minutes, 24 seconds now as the Sharks kick it down the pitch for some territory here. Benetton trailing 7-3, 20 minutes, 30 seconds into the game. They absolutely must win. Absolutely must win this game, and a bonus point would serve them well. They could find themselves on the outside looking in. Not challenged in the lineout, brought down by Herbla and over the hands of Fenta, and Benetton tries to strip it, but Veda Cook comes flying in and picks up the ball off the turf. He's tackled. Oxenche, Lapis Labaskakna. Labaskakna is tackled now. Grant Williams comes back this way to Fenter. He nearly loses it, but regathers it. Benetton is there to take him down. It's a good job retaining possession here. Grant Williams, and he finds Masuku. Masuku cuts back the other way, looking for some space. He cuts right through the middle. Masuku back to Chichuka. Chichuka driving forward. Taken down about 9 meters away. Grant Williams goes wide. Oxenche feeds it to Fenta. Fenta's tackled. And the Sharks are in business here. Grant Williams to Fossey. Fossey's just 5 meters out. On the far side of the pitch. They come back to the inside. Cornet Rawl now driving. He's driven back as Benetton's defense is up to the task. Grant Williams will fake the wide pass. Then he goes back to Fossey, who cuts through. Oh, Fossey down to the 1-inch line. The Sharks are on the door, knocking on the door. Here come the Sharks. Injured man, time off. Benetton player injured right there at the breakdown at the goal line. Fossey just so close to getting in. Sharks knocking on the door. My goodness. Fossey very excited there. Nearly gets himself a try. Man, all started by Masuku. Masuku found that gap in that Benetton defense, and they just nice passes here. Very sharp play by the Sharks here. And Fossey so close, but he ran into 2 players and just couldn't get there, inches away. It was a great pass by Grant Williams as Fossey came charging in opposite direction. It was brilliant stuff. You got to love that. That is a really well-executed play by the Sharks, but they didn't get anything out of that. And the play stopped because of an injured Benetton player. Clock is stopped at 21:51. Let me take a look at the Ulster game. 6-0 now. Scarlets out in front of Ulster. Ulster screw the pooch here. They need a victory here. So. Okay, keep the scrum off the floor is what Mike Adamson keeps saying. Not sure what that's all about. Apparently he's thinking they're all touching the ground prematurely here. 21:58 as the clock has restarted now here in this first half. So far, the Sharks have lost Vincent Kalk to an injury, limping. I noticed that long before the television crew did. And he's out. And then Eben Etzebeth went out for a blood bin, or a head injury assessment. Possessions evening out a bit now, 52% to 48 in favor of Benetton. Territory now favors the Sharks 53 to 47. It was 3/4 to 1/4 for the first 10 minutes. Bine. Sharks scrum 5 meters out, consequence of that injury. So, call to use it. And Chuchuka picks it up and goes. He's close, but he's driven towards touch. Man, so they're back to 5 meters now. Grant Williams to Herblach. Herblach's tackle to 5 meter line. Into the hands of Hanro Jacobs. Jacobs is tackled. Sharks are getting nothing right now. Forming a long caterpillar ruck here. Oh, picked up a nice little fake out by Oxenche. And the Sharks still trying to drive forward. They're down to 4 meters now. Benetton's defense adjusts. They go wide. Grant Williams does a dummy. Back to Fossey again. But this time, Benetton was aware of that move. And Bongiam Benambi with the carry. The big boys now getting there 4 meters out. Grant Williams calling people in. And it goes to Lapis Labaskakne. He's driven backwards. Did the ball come loose? No. They try to go wide. And Fenta! Oh, Fenta nearly got through there. And I think we got to try. Wow. Oxenche with the try. Oh, jeez. Forgot. Got this. That's how excited I am by it. Woo! Sharks, try. Forgot I had that sitting down there. Oxenche gets the try for the Sharks. Difficult conversion from Asuku. $12 to 3. Here's the conversion. Hit the post. Oh, no good. $12-3 is a score. Benetton trailing now in a game that they cannot let slip away. Be sure to hit the like button, folks, if you don't mind. That doesn't cost anything but a moment of your time.
That was easy.
Oh, yeah. Piece of cake. Boy, I'm hungry, man. I could go for some Indian food right now. Oh, good. Chicken madras. Oh, just don't have any good Indian restaurants around here. Vincent Chuchuka gets the restart, takes it out to the 22. Tackle just outside the 22. Ball is going to be pulled back in by Grant Williams. Outside carry back, says Mike Adamson, is correct. Ball's high into the air, hoisted up to short of midfield. Rhino Smith goes up. Oh, wow, does a nice job with Mapimpi in his face, and Benetton has the ball at the 10-meter line. Now they need to start showing some offense here and get a try to get back in this game. We got the ball out finally. Benetton going through multiple phases here. Oh, stolen by the Sharks. But then knocked down by... Knocked on. So now it's Fossey. Oh, Fossey gets up to midfield. Dumps it off on the ground. Nice ball handling. Grant Williams is on the loose. He's on the loose. He dumps it back to Masuku, but that ball popped out. And Werner Koch on the wing. Cuts back inside. Taken down by the boot. And the Sharks are down to 10 meters away. Some brilliant ball handling by the Sharks here. Cornet Raul, 10 meters away. Penalty for Sharks being off their feet. Yep. Ratabe steals the ball. Not releasing is the penalty. Wow. Well, that was some exciting sequence of play there by the Sharks. Fossey just breaking it all loose. Stole initially by Herbla. And then Fossey cuts back against the grain. Dumps the ball off the Herbla. Then he dumps it off to Grant Williams, who gets on the loose. Williams back to Masuku. It was just brilliant stuff. Goes the wing to Werner Koch, but Koch had to come in to get the ball, and then he tackled him by the boot. Just caught his boot. Nice tackle there by Ignacio Brex. So what do we got going on here now? Well, Benetton's taking their sweet time to get over there. So, successful line out for Benetton, and they pull it out. Kick it over the top, does the scrum half. That ball's going to get inside 10 meter. Werner Koch will go, oh, no, he overplayed it. Oh, my goodness. Masuko has to chase it down another 10 meters backwards after it bounces. Werner Koch not doing well. Maybe he needs contact lenses. He's having a hard time on the high ball. And Benetton right there to bury the Sharks on that pass. So, Grant Williams now to dig it out. Kicked over the top. Nicely taken on the high ball by Benetton. Went backwards. Ritabe dropped it, but it went backwards. Oh, he comes to the outside. Werner Koch with a brilliant tackle. Not releasing the tackle. And so Benetton picks up a penalty here. So what are they going to do? Approaching halftime, they're going to go for points or they're going to go for the corner. It's a tough penalty conversion. I'd recommend going for the corner at this stage. Werner Koch with a hell of a tackle there. That's the first positive thing he's done in this game. Then he's over top of it. So they're going to kick for the corner. Let's see how close he gets. Not that close. Around the 22. It'll be a Benetton line out. Coming up on 30 minutes in the first half, Sharks out to a 12-3 lead here on the strength of 2 tries, one by Afile Fassi and a second by Oxenche. So just outside the 22, it'll be a Benetton line out. Tackles made 35-34, but Benetton's missed 8 tackles. Not challenged. Benetton comes away with it. Oh, they got a line break here. Oh, he gets down to just 2 meters. My goodness, what a great carry. Brilliant job by Benetton, but they didn't get in. Shame. He got inches away. Oh, Issaquah. Now Benetton tries to go wide over the top. Were they playing advantage? That's a dumb kick. I don't know what the heck that was. That was a dumb decision there by Benetton to kick that ball over the top. It didn't go anywhere near any Benetton player. Oh, my goodness. Benetton just inches away. What a carry there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Tommaso Menoncello is the one who did that brilliant move. Nearly got them in, but didn't get there. Whoa. And Benetton over the 10-meter line. Benetton dumping it back in. Ball hit hard by Bongian Benambi. Driven back to the 10-meter line. Zani tackled by the Sharks. Nicolo Canone in the middle. Benetton had some space a few minutes ago, but nothing now. They kick it over the top. Chases on the far side. Makazole Mapimpi goes up. He wins the contest. Comes down with it. Sharks got something on the outside. There goes Fossey. He's tackled in a touch. Ball's going to go back inside the 22. Fielded by Rhino Smith. South African Rhino Smith kicks it back the other way. That's a nice kick to take the pressure off by Smith. Rhino Smith, graduate of Parle Boys High School and went to Northwest University. Yep. Long history of playing rugby going back to 2012. Yep. Sparse appearances, though. 2014, 2016, 27 appearances for the Leopards. 2016 and 19, 13 for the Sharks, 18 for the Sharks in Currie Cup. Cheetahs, 14 games, 19 games, and Benetton, 19 games. So not a lot of playing time over the years. So probably a lot of miles left on that frame despite the advanced age. Successful lineup for the Sharks. Grant Williams digs it out of the ruck, kicks it over the top, and that ball's going to go to about midfield. Knocked on. Nope. Yes, a knock on. Yep, so there's a knock on there. So we're going to get a whistle and restart this thing. Surprised he's had so few appearances, Rhino Smith, in all those years. Boy, once again, Werner Koch with a poor decision and a knock on. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. Crazy. So Werner Koch is Werner Koch is terrible today on the high ball. I don't know what's going on with him. 32-50 now. "33 minutes, starting to approach halftime here, folks. Be sure to hit the like button if you don't mind. We'd appreciate that. So 7 handling errors by the Sharks. Otherwise, this would be a blowout right now. This would be an absolute blowout if it wasn't for that. Going to restart it here. I'm going to restart this one. Comes the reset. 33-30. John Plumtree and Neil Powell up in the booth for the Sharks. Don't look all that thrilled with the results thus far. Bind. And a whistle. Early engagement by the Sharks gets Benetton a penalty here. They just tap and go instead of trying to get the territory. I don't get that at all. It's a great position to try to get some territory, but they just try to go quick and they get nothing out of it. They don't catch the Sharks off guard. That's just dumb. It goes wide. Has to scoop it up out there. Nacio Mendy does a nice job to scoop that thing up off the turf. Gianmarco Lucchese is tackled there. Oh, boy, the Sharks nearly get through. Nice carry there. Great catch by Benetton, and then a pickup. Went right through the tacklers. Ball's available. Wow. What's going on? Injury, clock stop. Scrum Benetton. Oh, yes. Federico Zani is down. Let's go check any other game here. Ulster and Scarlets. I think they're at halftime. No, not quite. In the last minute. 6-3. Ulster is just not putting on a good performance. Ulster, team that's been in the top of the league for the past few seasons, not looking great this year. Barely in playoff contention at the moment. So what's this do to my Super Brew at the moment? My Super Brew. Yeah, I'm losing both games. Both games. Benetton's not getting it done here. Really not getting it done. Not really show much of anything. Had one chance to really score a try there by Menoncello, and it just didn't pan out for them. 12-3 is the score here, folks. This one's become a bit of a snooze fest. 2 tries, one by Fossey on a cutback after a pass, and the other one, well, they got a stretcher out there now. This is not good. Oh, Benetton losing one of their front rowers here. It's Federico Zani now. Italian national. He's standing, but limping. Oh, he's limping badly. Going to put him on the golf cart. That's unfortunate. .34:41, clock stopped as Zani gets taken off the pitch with that looks like a pretty painful injury. I don't know how serious it is, but it looks quite painful. All right, Aminu comes in. It's his first game ever. Destiny Aminu comes in for Zani. All right. Zani is grimacing on the cart as they take him off. Oh, man. Doesn't even get any easier for Benetton next week. They're at Loftus to play the Bulls. Not a easy final run for Benetton, who needs victories. That's why this game is so important. Cannot afford to lose this one. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Clock is back on. 34:50. Yeah, he's out for the game, that's for sure. Behind. Set. Benetton now with a scrum. They dig it out. They've got it. Scrum half over the middle of the pitch. Nice feed back inside to Menicello. Menicello! Try Benetton! Wow! Tommaso Menicello does it all on his own. What an incredible individual effort there. He saw a gap and he took advantage of it. My goodness. Tommaso Menicello, his 13th career try. Oh, that was something else. Beautiful pass. 4 Sharks pinched in. Koch cannot get there. Werner Koch tries to get him. My goodness. Oh, and he gives Werner Koch a little lip off there. Menicello just blows through there, folks. That was a brilliant try. Man, oh man, oh man. Brex gave him that ball. So they're on the board. Well, conversion will make it close. Not an easy one, though. 20 seconds left on the clock. And people booing. Why are you booing? 15 seconds on the clock. He missed it. That was stupid. He took it off the tee and picked it up and kicked it. So no conversion there. That was dumb. Lucanio is out. Apollos comes in for him. My goodness. Diego Apollos in his URC debut. Benetton kicks it back. Oren over midfield. Fassi to Masuku, and Mapimpi drops the ball. It's a knock-on advantage, and Benetton's got some space on the outside. Oh, here they go. Benetton now still charging forward. Oh, the Sharks screw the pooch royally there. Inside the 22. Negri with the carry. Uren. Back into the hands to Lucchesi. Lucchesi's driven back, though. Sharks have regrouped their defense here. Oh, nice pass there. Oh, good. Ooh, nice tackle there by Apollos. Negri. Destiny Aminu. Some debutants out there for both sides now. Rotave with the carry. Oh, man. What a carry there by Benetton. Outside the 22. They're dancing around, but not getting anywhere is Eli Sneyman. Sharks have got their defense back. Rhino Smith now, and there's nothing doing here for Benetton. They had them on the ropes briefly. Nice tackles by the Sharks, but off his feet is Oxenche. Oh, Kalk nearly steals that ball, but doesn't quite get it. Werner Kalk is in the... Come on, how's that not a penalty? There are people yelling off his feet, and they're right, but no penalty call for being off the feet. Canone with the carry now, and Benetton going through a lot of phases, but losing territory. That ball bounced loose, and it's picked up by Masuku, who kicks it down the turf. Chases on. That's going to go through the back of the try zone and come all the way back. Yep. Too much by Masuku. Come all the way back. Poor execution. What's the wishful thinking, Gypsy? Sharks don't have 3 tries on the board. What are you talking about? Did I get it wrong? Oh, that's what you guys talking about. Score. Did I put Sharks instead of Sharks? Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. All right. And we'll have to fire the scoreboard keeper. So we've got over the hooter here. It's 12-8. Could have been 12-10. Dumb move there by Marin, who had 15 seconds left. So he ran up and picked the ball up and kicked it off the tee. Should have left it on the tee. He had time. It cost his team dearly. They could be down by just 2 here. Instead, they're down by 4. 12-8. Over the hooter, scrum to Benetton. Bind. Set. Aaron pulls it out. And they come wide, and they've got space on the outside. Benetton. Rotave. Benetton over the middle. Want to get a position for a drop goal here, maybe. Marin. Still driving. I would try to get a drop. Oh, nice cut back there by Brex. Masuko makes the tackle. We're over the hooter by a minute and a half. And Benetton picking. Oh, the hooker needs help. Went straight through the defense. Wow. So Benetton still driving here. That ball squirts out. Cornet Raul has it now. He's lost it forward, and that's going to be the half. Halftime, 12-8. Wow, a little bit of excitement here towards the end, but nothing comes of it. Cornet Raul's getting pushed this way, getting pushed that way by Benetton players. So we go to halftime here. Menoncello brings Benetton back from the verge of being consigned to a loss here to get them back into it. In the other game, let's take a look at the score in the other game. It's still 6-3. Scarlets and Ulster. Wow, that's not right. Let's take a look. That's an old score. Get a current score on this thing. Oh, 6-3. Yep. Right. Halftime, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate being here. Yeah, from the East Coast to South Africa, Durban, where the Sharks are leading 12-8 at halftime. A less than inspiring first half. But, you know, we can say the same thing about the Bulls game. It wasn't that great. It got great for a while, and then it got ugly. Yep. So, Reno Smith is South African from Pearl Boys High. Anyway, yeah, there you have it, folks. First half, not so impressive. Not so impressive. Is it worth the price of admission? I don't know. Maybe that's why the crowds are so small. That could be why the crowds are so small. Ref is very lenient with Benetton forward pass scrums. He's also very, very lenient with the Sharks off their feet. The Sharks are repeatedly diving into the ruck, coming side entry. He's only called that penalty on a couple times. So yeah, no, he's very, very lenient with lots of things. But yeah, there you go. So anyway, it is halftime. Yep. What's with my scoreboard? Oh, you mean with the tries awarded? Yeah, Menoncello. I used to live in Italy, folks, when I was stationed in Vicenza, 97 to 99, 1997, 1999, and I lived in a little town called Grisagnano di Zocco, which is located about 15 kilometers east of Vicenza, close to Padua. And so I was in very short distance, 45 minutes to get to Venice from where I was at. Yep. So, yeah. I'd never heard of a limoncello before, this ice cold, lemony flavored, I don't know, like vodka, I guess is, or something like that, or like grappa. Anyway, never had it before. And go to restaurants and they're always pushing at you, would you like a limoncello? Not bad. So whenever I see Menoncello, I think of limoncello. Brandon Duplessis says, why the Sharks have 3 tries on the board? They don't, Brandon. They have 2. I typed in the wrong thing. Sorry. Yep. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, Italy was an interesting experience. Unfortunately, the first year I was assigned Italy, I wasn't even in Italy. I was deployed and gone all the time. I was deployed or on temporary duty or on military exercises almost the entire time, all but 6 weeks that first year. Second year, I spent a lot more time in Italy, and it was interesting. Living in Italy is a very interesting experience, to say the least. I lived in northern Italy, of course. Living in southern Italy, I imagine, is quite different. I have been to southern Italy. I've been to Naples. I've been there one time. When I worked at the African Union, I went to Naples. What happened to the likes? 48 likes, 73 people currently here, 792 views. It's not bad for the first half. That's better than we were doing the Bulls game, which surprised me how few people tuned in for that bad boy. I thought the Bulls game would really be something people wanted to watch. But we've had a good day so far. 631, then 800, then 982, and now we're in the next hour, and we're at 12 already. So, yeah, last 3 hours we've had growing audiences every hour. That's pretty cool. It's always a good sign. The channel's not making any money, though. My goodness. Not making any money on this channel. But then we're not trying to. Anyway. All right, so back to the dashboard here. Take a look. We picked up a few subscribers today. I think maybe 10. Let's see very quickly here. 4360 the 10th. Oh, 11. Excuse me, 11 subscribers today. But we've picked up 40 subscribers the past 2 days. So not gangbusters, but hey, it's better than nothing. That's for darn sure. Anyway, so at least we have a lot of games to cover this weekend. Last week we just had the one Challenge Cup game. I didn't cover the Leinster game. Just had other things to do, so yep. Anyway, you folks are very quiet in the chat. I'm not sure what that's all about. People just leaving it running in the background here. But thank you for being here and for adding to the viewer time. I do appreciate that. Yeah, so that was not a particularly exciting first half, I have to tell you, waiting for them to bring up the halftime stats. But very much of concern for the Sharks is the decision to play Springboks and a game that does not matter at all for the Sharks. And we see injuries here. Vincent Kolk limping off the field. That was not good. Not good at all. Replaced by Henry Jacobs very early in the game. And then Eben Etzebeth shortly after that going out for a head injury assessment and has not been back. Yeah. Very concerning. Can't afford to lose Springboks as we come up on the summer test series very soon. They've got Ireland. The Irish love to be cocky, so the Springboks need to beat them each game and put them back in their place. Also this year they're playing Portugal. That's going to be fascinating. I think that's in Bloemfontein. I'd love to see that game. Root for Portugal. But I mean, obviously I root for the Springboks, but Portugal, I'd love to see them perform well. That'd be great. But that summer test series is coming up, and then when Curry Cup, what's the dates on Curry Cup now? Let me check on that. That's been moved around. Let me see, 2024 Curry Cup. Or has it been canceled already? 2024 Curry Cup fixtures. Okay. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me. There are no fixtures. Still no schedule for this thing. When is this going to be out? When is this going to be out? Cheetahs won that championship last year. So I am losing both of my Super Brew games at the moment. Love to see Devanaga come out here in the second half. That would be awesome. He also went to school in Parle, went to Parle Gymnasium, and went to Unisa. Somebody's out mowing. It's very loud and distracting right now. Doesn't look like we're getting any schedule here for Curry Cup. July to September. So what's the schedule? This, this stuff should be up. We shouldn't be waiting for this. Anyway, there you have it. So the Scarlets also at halftime still with Ulster. Beautiful pitch over there. My like counts for one. Is that what Garrett says? You're cooking, watching, and listening. All right, well, cool beans. Thanks. Thank you for that. Yep. I think a lot of people are just taking their break for halftime here. Boy, I tell you that Menoncello, man, what a great try that was. What a great try for Benetton. Yep. But then the stupid conversion attempt, that was just dumb. Yeah, it's just a beautiful line break, and he just jets down there. It was like a 40-meter run. And he went and lowered his shoulder to get that in there at the right time. He has the distinction of having been the youngest player to ever score a try in the history of the Six Nations. Over a century long, the Six Nations have been played, and he is the youngest player ever to score a try. That's a distinction. That's a distinction that he'll have who knows how long. You can't change it, though. He can only be a certain age at a certain time at a certain point. And, yeah, so he scored that try. It's a good thing that Menoncello got in because he didn't really have his support runners there if he hadn't got in. So, still at halftime here, folks. Still at halftime here. Waiting for this thing to get back to the second half. And in the other game, it's they've just come out on the field. Ulster's on the pitch. Scarlets have just entered, and they're getting ready to start the second half there at that game with the Scarlets. And they have an Italian official, Konecki, I think is the guy out there, Giancarlo Konecki. Here is the whistle blows, and the Scarlets are going to restart here. That ball's going to go down inside the 22, taken at about 5 meters by Ulster. And they decide not to kick it out and instead go forward. Ulster wearing their white Kingspan jerseys. Scarlets in their scarlet red jerseys at home. Ulster works it across the pitch. They get to the outside man. He's got one more, cuts back inside. Oh, Ulster's got something going here. They are charging up the pitch. They got help. There's a kick forward, kick forward, kick forward. Oh, and it touched it about 5 meters. Wow, that's going to be a Scarlets ball. Ulster kicked it forward and into touch. Scarlets are playing with one man with a yellow card at the moment, too. So, yep. That was a nice sequence of play right there by Ulster. I didn't agree with the decision to kick the ball. I would have done the dummy kick. But it goes out in a good spot. So 5 meters, Scarlets will have it. They do. They're driven backwards. And a penalty against Ulster. Oh my goodness, that's a big mistake there. An Ulster player buried under that pile. All right, still waiting in Durban for the start of the second half. And this light comes down on the pitch. So, possession, 59% for Benetton to 41 for the Sharks. 57 carries for Benetton, 61 for the Sharks. 63 tackles made by the Sharks, just 46 by Benetton. But the difference is 260 meters made by the Sharks, 215 by Benetton. 3 penalties for the Sharks, just 1 for Benetton. That's a very penalty-free period. On paper, it looks like that Benetton is, should have an edge here, but not quite. So we're waiting for the second half to get started here. Let me turn off the halftime marker. Okay. And we're about ready to get started here. A lot of kids out again, just like we saw in the previous game at Loftus. Lots of kids at the stadium, but there were tons at that other stadium at Loftus. So, there's a try scored in this game. Did Ulster get it? The Ulster game, I think they just scored a try. Let's take a look and see here. Yep, here it comes. Ulster breaks through. Boy, he carries it all the way in, right under the post. Wow, Ulster with a try. Here we go. Benetton to kick this ball to the Sharks, and it's the restart. We're underway in the second half. Cameron Wright has come in the game. Grant Williams is out. Wow, that's a surprise to avoid injury. Cameron Wright is not a Springbok. Tutukum Kunu, Oxen Shea's out. Fez Mbata's also gone out, so the entire front line. Benetton with the ball, driving. Tackle by Corné Rawl. So a lot of substitutions for that Sharks side. Benetton just 4 points behind now. Could use a try here. Mike Adamson says use it. Over the top. My Pimpy's still out there. Fosse's buried on the high ball, successfully catching it. Menincello gets adjusted out there. Mendy. Sharks have it. They're in a ruck. Trying to dig it out now. Cameron Wright to dig it out. He kicks it over the top. The ball goes high into the air, about midfield. Nicely done by the scrum half Oren. He managed to get that ball and keeps it alive. Oren goes to the center. Into the hands of Gianmarco Lucchesi. Sharks on defense. The Benetton side going to pull it out and kick it over the top. Here comes the hoist from Oren, and the chase is on. Goes to about the 10-meter line. Fosse goes flying in there and gets that. And now the ball's being passed around. Mkuno with his first carry of the game after just entering. Still a close game, 12-8. A penalty for not releasing by the Sharks. Is this a makeable penalty for Benetton? They should take the points probably. So Ulster leads 10-6 in that other game. 2 yellow cards on the Scarlets now. They picked up a second yellow card. Wow. Wow. Ulster with a big advantage here in players on the pitch. It's chilly in here. I'm getting freaking goosebumps. I'm going to have to put my hoodie on instead of wearing jerseys. 43 minutes, clock is ticking. A lot of substitutions. Oxenche, Bongiamanami, Vincent Koch, Eben Etzebeth, Grant Williams, Lukanyuam, all out of the game. What do all of those players have in common? Every one of them is a Springbok. All removed from the game. Benetton driving forward with a rolling maul, and they've got an advantage here. They didn't take the points. They kicked it forward, and now they're playing advantage. Player was just screened out. So we're going to come back for the advantage. I think they're going to kick for the corner here. Side entry. 43-47. Only one yellow card left for the Scarlets now as that other expired, but Ulster still with a man advantage. And they have the ball, and they're working over the pitch. They go wide, but they knock it on. Shame. All right, so Benetton now with a line out. 5-meter line out. Here we go. Chance for a quick try here. Let's see if they can pull it off. Gianmarco Lucchese throws it in, not challenged by the Sharks, into a rolling Maul. Maul's driving forward. Are they going to get there? Slowing down. There's the ball. There's the ball. Still going. He's saying stop. They're still moving forward. Breakaway. He's got it. It's in. Lucchese. He's got a sports bra on under that. Lucchese with the try for Benetton. They take the lead. Hey, guy's wearing a sports bra. Leonardo Marin. Last time, he had to pick the ball up and kick it. That's when he needs his conversion. But Benetton now up 13-12 on the strength of a second try. 45 minutes, 36 seconds in the second half. Oh, you're never too late, Hester. Thanks for showing up. He's holding the ball. He got it. Okay, that one goes through 15-12. Important points there. Beautiful try by Lucchese. So, here's Masuka with the restart for the Sharks. Inside the 22, down around 7 meters, taken by Benetton driving forward. Umaga replaces Marin. So new fly half for Benetton. That's a strange kick there. 15-12. Line out successful for the Sharks. Herbla. Now Cameron Wright. Oh, Fenta with a big carry up into the middle here. Wright digs it out. Sends it over to Jacobs. Jacobs over the... Oops. Oh, it looked like Benetton almost had a steal, but then he fell down. Herbla with the ball. Sharks driving inside the 22. Cameron Wright digs it out of there over to the middle to Cornet Rall. Cornet Rall tackled. Wright, oh, there was space, but he didn't take it. Fossey dumps it off to Fenta. James Fenta. Fenta's tackled. Koch is there. And the Sharks are moving forward little by little here. Down about 15 meters now. Mkunu. Cameron Wright over to the middle to Masuku. Masuku into the hands of Cornet Rall. Straight in front of the post. Masuku goes wide. Werner Koch on the outside. First time he's touched in a while. And he picks up a lot of space. Still going. Werner Koch! Werner Koch! It's a try for the Sharks! Werner Koch, who's been useless for 2 weeks, finally comes alive. Speed is deadly. Speed is absolutely deadly. The speed of Werner Koch, the Blitzbach legend, blitzing through there is what he did. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Woo! Werner Koch with a huge try here. He did it all on his own. He gets the ball at the 22. My goodness. Well, Benetton can't live with success there. Great job by Werner Koch. Individual effort here gets this try. They had him tackled. Oh, it was Menincello who missed the tackle as Werner Koch cut back inside. So Masuku for the conversion attempt here, leading by 2. This is critical. He's got it. 19-15. Before that score, I was getting all the bonus points in this game. I had Benetton by 5. They're winning by 3. I had Ulster by 8. They're winning by 9. And I had all green, including the earlier score. Wow. That score just screwed up my Super Brew. Here's the restart. Herbla at the 22. Sharks have it. Benetton needs to get their act back together now. It was too soft a try. Really hard earned try by Werner Koch, but defense just was too soft. Righto Smith. Oh, and Lucanio. My Pippy won't let him go. My Pippy drags him down from behind. I should say that Righto Smith drugged my Pippy for several meters. Herbla with the tackle. Benetton now trying to do something with it. Going through some phases. Kick over the top. Urin sends it down inside the 22. Fossey goes up. He knocks it on. No, he didn't. I guess it went backwards. Werner Koch on the outside now. Koch over midfield. Dumps it back. Who is that? Apollos. Apollos is tackled inside the 10-meter line. Kuna with the carry now. Sharks come wide. Fossey on the loose again. Nearly gets through. Tackled, but they're picking up a lot of meters. Cameron Wright goes to the middle. Fez Mbata with the carry. Cameron Wright goes wide. The hands of Masuko. Back to Herbla. Herbla tackled at the 22 by Benetton. Masuko goes wide. Chunu. Ball goes wide to Apollos. Apollos is tackled. Cameron Wright digs it out. Comes back in this way to Hanru Jacobs. Jacobs to Corne Raul. Corne Raul still putting in some... that ball's bouncing forward. Knocked on by the Sharks. Not knock on? What the hell? That was a knock on. How is that not a knock on? We're going to have to go back to TMO if they score here. Murray Coster with a big carry here. Mapimpi. And they turn it over, and Benetton has the ball. Breck's trying to run the ball from his try line, but that's a side entry from the Sharks, but nothing said there. Rotave is running in the middle where everybody's at and still on his feet somehow. That's great job on his part. So Benetton's working away from their try line. Umanga just came in. And that ball's caught by Mapimpi over his shoulder at his 10-meter line. Fossey at midfield comes charging forward. Ball and knocks it on. Y'all still there? Come on. Give me back. Give me back the game. Jeez, I thought I lost my connection there, folks. Sorry. We're back. We're back. Gee, many crickets. My internet was there, but something happened. My data just crimped for a moment. I only had Google. I couldn't go anywhere else. So let me get live again here. Okay, 52 minutes, 54 seconds is where we're at. Let me update the other game too. Ulster out now to 17-6 lead in that game. All right, so 19-15, 53 minutes. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. All right. Menincello's out for HI assessment. Ferrari's in for Zalochi. Lucchese. Got a collapse here. So all kinds of weird changes going on in this game. And suddenly the feed coming from South Africa is not very reliable. 22-6, Ulster out in front of Scarlet now. My good Super Brew is going sideways now. Although I picked the right winner in that game, but picked them by 8, and they're way out in front now. Benetton now needs another try. Thanks for being here, folks. Chichuka's out, and Masavere is in. Tino Mavasere comes in for Chichuka. Menincello's out. Zanon comes in for him. Mapimpi with the ball runs into a wall. 54 minutes, 30 seconds. Second half action from Kings Park in Durban. Hollywood Bets, Kings Park. And Cameron Wright trying to dig this ball out of the ruck. Having a little trouble getting to it. Call to use it. Like Adamson. So Wright kicks it over the top. And nicely taken by the scrum half. Rhino Smith now with the ball, dancing around, but Fenta takes him down. It's a nice tackle by Fenta. Umanga kicks it high into the air, chases on. Who's going to get there? It's going to be Cameron Wright, the scrum half. He comes wide to Mapimpi. Mapimpi is met at midfield by two Benetton players, and now they released him in the tackle. Hanro Jacobs with a carry now for the Sharks. He's taken down by his opposite number at hooker. Number 16, Battista Bernasconi. Oh, my goodness. Fossey makes a huge high ball steal. Down around the 22, and the Sharks are in business again. Fenta breaks through, but buried over there by one of the locks. Masuku, Fossey to the near side. Goes wide. Oh, he's got Tino Mavasere, and so the Sharks are down to about 10 meters now. Jacobs, and there's a penalty advantage there. They're playing advantage now, are the Sharks. Not sure what the advantage was for. Offside, okay. Sharks got a free play here. They go wide. Apollos outside to Labaskakni to Vanna Cook. Vanna Cook is over, and he's got a try. Vanna Cook playing an advantage there. The Sharks get it in. Werner Koch. Boy, Fossey's what started all this. He's the one that got it all started. Slipping away from Benetton. Slipping away from Benetton. Masuku for the conversion here. Nine-point lead. No good. Twice he's hit the post. He hit the other upright last time. This time he hits the other one. 9-point lead. Benetton's still in it, but it's slipping away from them. Lions are up next, folks, against Cardiff, a game they've got to win. Lions have got to win that game. Benetton needed to win this game. Bota Chamberlain finally comes in the game. He's been the forgotten man by the Sharks, which is unfair. He's a hell of a player. He replaces Sia Masuku. So the bench is clear for the Sharks. Ichiani comes in for Canone. Nicolo Canone goes out and is replaced by Eduardo Iachizi. Penalty against the Sharks. Turns the ball over to Benetton. Going to kick for the corner. Instead of taking the points on offer, wow, I don't know. 24-18 would have put him right back in there. Now, man, that's a huge risk. Bota Chamberlain looking fresh. He hasn't played in donkey years. That's a shame. He's such a talented player. Some girls in the stands dancing around because they're on camera. Looks like one of the Sharks Sharks player down. It's Lapis Labiskakna. Something wrong with his chest. 59-18. The clock is stopped. And the Scarlets have scored. Here's a conversion attempt. They've got it. 13-22. Okay. So Ulster gap closes. 13-22. So line out to Benetton, about 16 meters away. And they're into a maul, but it's going nowhere. Going nowhere. Still driving forward. Oh, they're driving forward now. Sharks are giving ground here. Maul is still driving. Wow, it'd be a long way to go if they got this in. Still going forward, Benetton. The Sharks around the back of it. Now Benetton's down about 7 meters. They were out at the 22 when this thing started. But they're getting close to that touch line. And they're into touch. Wow. Sharks drove them into touch. Benetton needs to get their head out of their backside. And looks like Cornet Rawl is down now. He's going to get some treatment. My goodness. Excuse me. Benetton didn't take the 3 points on offer, and then they allow themselves to pick up about 20 meters there and then run into touch. So Sharks will have a line out. Successful, not challenged. They're going to try to clear this thing out of there up to the 5 meter line. Devald Devanaga is in the game. And the Sharks win a penalty there. Shame. Devald Devanaga comes in the game at scrum half. Last 20 minutes. Both Chamberlain launches this down the pitch. Going to be a Sharks line out. Six penalties on the Sharks, 2 on Benetton. 2 penalties in the game. That's incredibly low. Ulster driving again with a 11-point lead. Line out successful for the Sharks. Now their maul is going somewhere. Nope, stopped. Dug out by Cameron Wright. Cameron Wright sends this ball down the field, and Mapimpi's in charging down towards it, but the catch is made. Oh, that's a side entry. Herbert walked in from the side. Oh, my gosh, that is such a blatant penalty. Oh, what a big hit. What a big hit on Bota Chamberlain. It was awkward, too. Ratabe, here comes Benetton over midfield. Benetton's driving, but there's a lot of Sharks there on defense. Trying to find somebody to dump it off to. There's a penalty on the Sharks right there. Devald Devanaga. Good to see him out on the pitch. Shame that they didn't get that try a few minutes ago. This would really, okay, they're going for the corner. Where's the mark? Good kick. It's about 8 meter line out. All right, if their maul is as good as it was last time, that's less space than they needed last time. Last time they need a lot of space. So Bennett can close the gap here. Line out is successful. And they're close to that touchline. Again, got to be careful, Benetton. Devald Devanaga digs it out. Here comes Benetton inside the 5, down the 5 meter line. Devanaga to dig it out. Nice pass. Devanaga. Way over the top, and they got it on the outside here. Whoa, no. He says that was forward. No way. I need to see that on a replay. That did not look forward at all. Benetton has squandered 2 try-scoring opportunities. The player was wide open out there. I want to see that again. Can't. Somebody stood up and blocked their view. No, my goodness. Denied a try that they just earned. That sucks for... Oh. Clock is stopped. That's 31-13, Ulster in front in that game. Oh, my goodness. Sharks look like they're going to walk away with this one. Benetton had 2 chances in the last 5 minutes to score a try, and neither one came across. Shame. Crouch. Behind. Set. Cameron Wright to put it in for the Sharks. Oh, they throw it away. Back in the try zone. Oh, did he get there? Did Devanaga get there? He might have got a try. I don't think he did. It was close. Mapimpi might have gotten there. This is unbelievable. Did Devanaga get there? The Sharks throw it away. TMO, baby. TMO. Let's see. I think he might have got there. Devanaga on top of things. Hopefully he got it. Let's see the TMO here. I think Mapimpi got there first. Mapimpi. Oh, just beat Devanaga. Yeah, that's not a try. Would have been an incredible try, though. That would have been incredible. Mapimpi just gets there. Just got there. Boy, Mapimpi. Oh, I don't know. From that angle, it looks like a... Oh, Devanaga. So close. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Devanaga nearly had a try there. That would have been huge. Mapimpi saves the day for the Sharks. So 15 minutes left. Whew, man, that was something else. 31-20. This Scarlets game is getting interesting here. 11 minutes left in that game. Ulster driving. I needed to end there because I had Ulster by 8. But Ulster is going to want to get a bonus point, I'm sure. Well, they have it. So Benetton needs a try here. Devanaga to put it in. They need to win a scrum and get this thing into the try zone. Bind. And reset it. Oh, my goodness. Benetton right now drops down to 9th position based on this outcome. Resetting the scrum again. The clock has stopped. Mike Adamson not happy with the scrum. No more warnings. 66-17. Benetton needs a try here. They've squandered 2 try scoring opportunities here. Crouch. Bind. This is not going to go well. Collapsed. My goodness. Huh. Oh, my goodness. So Negri's actually South African or Zimbabwean. He was born in Zimbabwe, grew up in South Africa, but plays for Italy. Set. Okay, finally we got a scrum here. Devanaga is trying to find it. He did. He throws it over to the middle. Come on, Benetton. Oh, they throw it away. Oh, Fosse's going to get there. All the way out past the 10-meter line, and Benetton just screws the pooch again. They're not going to deserve. It's a shame. This is their best season ever, and they've ruined it here late in the season. Oh, my goodness. Another squandered opportunity. 3 try opportunities here. It's 14 points left on the board. Devanaga kicks it high into the air off the left, the boot, and there's a player down getting treatment. Is it a Shark? Knock backwards, and we're going to have a scrum here because somebody's down. It's Ratave for Benetton is injured. Let's take a look at any other game. 31-20 still. Looks like Ulster with the ball. So how are we doing on stats here? Possession is still in favor of Benetton. Carries are about even. Tackles are about even. About 60 more meters, 70 more meters made by the Sharks. Nathan Doak over on the other side clearing that ball for Ulster. 11-point lead. That can finish the way it is as far as I'm concerned. That works well for me. Are we ready to go here? Okay. Benetton squandering one opportunity after another, folks. In 30 minutes, we have the final game of today's triple header. It's the Lions in Cardiff. What's going on here? Some girl out there dancing, jumping around on the pitch. What that was all about. Crouch. Bind. Set. Okay. Devanaga digs it out. Here comes Benetton now. I don't know how Menicello got that pass through there. Umaga running around Sharks players but getting nowhere. Devanaga digs it out. Benetton running out of time here. Squandered 3 opportunities at 7 points. Oh, nicely done there. Oh, Reno Smith breaks through down inside the 22. Tackle by Cameron Wright. Stolen by the Sharks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Sheeman and crickets. Cameron Wright kicks it high into the air, and Randall Smith is over here watching it going into touch. So it'll be a line out to Benetton. $70 minutes. We're down to under 10 minutes now. Benetton's playoff hopes slipping away. Playoff hopes slipping away. Line out successful. Going to need some quick scores here. But to Chamberlain with the tackle. Devanaga throws it into the center. Ball comes loose. We got a penalty here for not rolling away. And once again, 3 points on offer here, and I'd recommend they take them. I would take the 3 points here and go to 18. It's right in front of the post. Take the points. Ratave's out. Zanona's in. Well, Zanona's already in there, so Ratave's out there. So it must have been someone else that changed. All right, so they're going to kick it, and they should have done this earlier. 18, it would have been 21. They could have scored, could already be 24 now. Could have scored all 9 points here. So relatively straight on kick. Need to make this one. Gypsy says that pass was forward. Don't know about that. It had a bad angle because somebody stood up and blocked my view on the camera. So Benetton has to have this kick. And they got it. 24-18. (24-18). Oh my goodness. 6-point game. Converted try is the difference. Boy, if Bennett can get a line break here and get a try, that'd be something else. Crowd a little listless and quiet now. This thing's calmed down. Inside the 22. Kanone carries it forward for Benetton. Devanaga's back there to dig it out. Call to use it. Over the top. Chase is on. Fossey comes down with it, and he's tackled. Fossey has been brilliant today. Oh, that thing was left behind. My Pimpy gets it. Nicely done by the Sharks. Cameron Wright now to Cornet Raul. Stripped away. Knocked backwards. And Benetton has it. They come wide. Oh, it's stripped. He lost it forward. Oh, man. Benetton loses it forward. Is there some blood there? What's going on? Excuse me. Well, the injury occurred there. I don't know. So they're trying to slow things down now. It's slowing the game down here. Bennett being told to get going. Still 31-20, and we've got Ulster going for the posts, which is going to take my bonus point away if they score. Well, it sounds like the crowd is growing throughout the game. Didn't see that. A lot of people came late to the game, apparently. Bind. Set. Cameron Wright puts it in, but it's a collapse right there. Time off. Oh, boy. It was out. Ferreira's back in there for Benetton. Just over 5 minutes remaining, folks. 24-18 Sharks in the lead. Set. Ball's out. Fenta. Costa. I'm sorry, Costa. Oh, Sharks throw it away. Picked up by... And it's stripped away. Knocked backwards. Boy, this ball is like a pinball. It's all over the place. My Pimpy to Chamberlain. Over to Costa. Here goes my Pimpy on the far side. Things are all broken up. Picked up by... Oh, that's got to be a card. That's got to be a card. That's got to be a card. Oh, my goodness. Menoncello got hit right in the head. Unbelievable. The TMO needs to look at this. Menoncello was hit in the head as a Sharks player dove in there right at his head. That has got to be a card. Custer's the one that dove in, I think. TMO. Yep, here we go. We're going to go to the TMO for this one. Yeah, Holly Davidson. We haven't heard from her the whole game. My goodness. Ah, that was terrible. Here we go. Here's the replay. Oh, yeah. That's a red card. That's a red card. That's a red card. That is a red card.
The players had time to adjust because nothing has changed from the Benetton player when the Sharks players coming in. So we are seeing that.
Even if it's yellow, it's going to be the end of the game, I reckon.
That's a red card.
Head-on-head, direct head-on-head contact. Players come from distance, and for me, that starts at high degree of danger.
Yep, that's a red card all the way.
It's a red card, high degree of danger.
Yep, absolutely, Joel.
And there's nothing changed.
No mitigation.
That makes me feel we need to mitigate in
nope.
any way.
Red card.
Seen the same thing there, Holly?
Agree.
As well. So we've got head-on-head contact. It is foul play because the player had time to readjust. We've got high degree of danger because it's direct head contact. The players come from distance.
Yep.
At high speed, direct head contact. We have no mitigation.
Agree.
We're on red card.
Yep, we're on red card.
Number 12.
Yep. Number 12 says Holly Davidson.
Nothing has changed in that picture.
Yep, there's no doubt about it. That's a red card all day long. I mean, that was dangerous. Murray Costa, very dangerous. He's shaking his head. He just dove in there and went straight for the guy's head. I mean, he was looking for a scalp there. That's a red card. 5 minutes left.
And so hard when the man over the ball is that low, but safety first and right.
So Umaga gets a great kick for Benetton here. Can they salvage something here with less than 5 minutes left? Down around the 22. They need to try now. They have a good line out. They come away from it. Oh, they throw it away. Picked up by my Pimpy. Stolen back by Benetton. But they're back on the other side of the field now. Stolen back by the Sharks, or no? Oh, my goodness. They just can't live with success here. Devenaga gets it over to Umaga. They go wide on the outside. Wow, here comes Benetton down the pitch. Devenaga down to the 22. That's where the lineout was, so they're back where they started. With 4 minutes and 50 seconds. The clock is not running. What's going on here? They haven't started the clock. They need some space here. 75-12. Oh, they go wide. Mendy puts the ball around behind his back and hangs onto it. Coming back to the 22. Benetton season playoff hopes on the line here. Umaga cuts back inside. Down to the 22. Devenaga goes to the short side of the pitch. Negri gets it over the 22. Benetton needs to get down low here. Sharks are offside here. No call. No mistakes here. Nice handoff. Zanon and Benetton's in. Benetton is in. Who was it, Umaga? Wow. Was it Umaga? Yeah, it was Umaga. Wow. Sharks fans just shaking their head. Wow. I don't know why he's hurt. No one hit him. He just went down on his own. But the kick is necessary. He's the one who's down on the pitch. 40 seconds on the clock here. Don't be dicking around here. Less than 2 minutes left. The Sharks up by 1. .22 seconds left. Crowd is booing royally.
Going on.
Ill-mannered booing. That's right. That's what the television announcer says. Agreed.
And he has nailed it.
They got it. Wow. And Benetton's back in front. (25-24). Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. Wow. Both the Chamberlain kicks it. We're down the last minute now. Benetton just needs... Don't kick it away. They kick it away. Reno Smith trying to get it down the pitch. So how far did he get it? Let's see where the mark is. Looked like a hell of a kick, but I don't know where the mark is. So the Sharks now, with 30 seconds left, with a penalty, can win this thing. Here's the line out. Benetton. If they don't challenge it, and Herblock comes down with it, they're down to 15 seconds. First stop. Sharks going to have to pull it out of there. Benetton defense is held up. 8 seconds remain. There's the hooter. The Sharks bring it out. Apollos with the ball. No penalties here. Oh, it's dropped. It went backwards. Lucky for the Sharks, the ball went backwards. Fenta overtopped the ball. Oh, did Benetton get it? No. Cameron. Cornet Rao still out there fighting on. Nobody wants a penalty here. 30 seconds past the hooter. Tackled. No one wants a mistake here. A penalty will win the game. Masuku is deadly. Fez Mbata with the carry. 5 phases now. Werner Koch comes wide and he throws it in a touch. Werner Koch throws it in a touch. Oh my goodness! Another cock up from Werner Koch, his 5th of the game. And Benetton escapes with a victory. How the world did that happen? Oh, look at John Plumtree and Neil Powell just looking very unhappy up in the booth. Unbelievable. Benetton steals a win at Kings Park. Unbelievable. Werner Koch threw the ball away. A wide open Makazole and Mapimpi streaking down the sideline. And Werner Koch bounced it in a touch. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow. No bonus point, but a victory. Wow. Unbelievable, folks. Wow. That's unbelievable. 25-24. Man, in 14 minutes, we'll have the Lions here. And the Sharks just pooched that thing away. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. How do you squander that? Wow. So let's take a look at the finals here. Ulster won 31-20. Benetton wins 25-24. Munster's up next, and the Lions. But I won't be covering the Munster game, Connick. Wow, that's unbelievable. I don't know what to say about that, folks. That's just a total cock up. And Werner Kolk had a terrible day. Yes, I know he had a brace of tries, but oh my goodness, he couldn't even handle the high ball. Kept so many attacks from happening. And listen, I'm a huge Werner Kolk fan, so I'm not crapping on him. I'm just saying. But the red card was warranted. Who was it said? It was Jean Raynel said the red card was crap. No, brother, the man drove his body in there, straight head-on shot. That was a stupid play. Wow, what a finish there. So that's going to get me my points back. And in the end, I wind up with Super Brew with bonus point, winning point, bonus point, winning point, or match point. All 3 games. I had the Bulls by 5. They won by 6. I had Benetton by 5. They won by 4. And I had Ulster by 8. They won by 11. So I get all 3. Hey, that's looking pretty good for me. My Super Brew is off to a good start today. Wow. So the Bulls still in second place, but that cock up there giving away 2 bonus points to Glasgow really hurt. Stormers, Ulster moves up the log, 10-6 now to 49 points, just behind the Stormers. Edinburgh drops to 7th. Benetton wins this game. They move up into 8th place here, but they could still drop out. Because the Connick side has got 44 points. They could get a bonus point and push Benetton out of playoff contention here. Wow. That is something else. I don't know what to say about it, folks. Okay, quick break here. You'll be directed to the next game, which is the Lions. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. But, wow, Umaga is the man of the match in my book. I'm not even going to carry on about that. But the Sharks just screw away. This has been the story of their season. They just cannot keep it together. See you in just a couple minutes right back here on this channel, folks. We've got the Lions coming up at quarter after the hour. It's the Lions versus Cardiff in a game that the Lions absolutely have to win if they want to get to playoffs. Wow. And the fact that the bonus point wasn't secured there by Benetton means that the Lions, if the Lions win, they have 39. A bonus point would give them 44. They still wouldn't be in playoff position, but they would be close enough they could compete in the final 2 weeks. But the Lions must win. Anyway, so they're not out of it, but they need to win. A losing record right now. Man, oh man, oh man. Osprey dropped to 10th. They were in playoff position. They're now in 10th place, but they still have a game to play. All right. Wow, that was exciting, especially if you're a Benetton fan. Ref wanted them to win, never a red card. That was a great clean out. Oh, come on, Jean Ray. Seriously, watch it. Head to head. You can't hit a guy in the head like that. It's not a good clean out. That's dangerous, especially when he's bent over like you could snap the guy's neck. All right, there's the final. See you in a few minutes, folks. Thanks for being here and appreciate your support. Be sure to hit that like button on your way out the door if you're still here. Cheers.